Hello, world, and welcome to another special edition of Enough Talk, the video podcast. I am the man sitting quietly in the back of the McDonald's with not one, but not two, but three delicious Reese McFlurries. And no, you may not have them. They are all for me. They're only 24 ounces each. And come on, man. Come on. I'm Paul Ashman, and I am joined by the man who refuses to drink anything but water, but it always has a tasty fruit in it, Jesse Grabowski. Hello, Jesse.
What's up, Paul? You should try water. It's the best. It's the best drink ever. There's nothing that compares.
I had water once and I was confused and upset and I demanded that they go and get me an orange to put into my water, which didn't really help it, but I like oranges, so it made me feel better.
I was gonna say if you were at home, that would not have been a problem. You would have ran straight to your refrigerator, where there would have been some oranges waiting for you. You would have been all
They're
set.
never fresh enough and they're never neatly cut up. It's always a problem. I will say that I've taken it to another level. I don't know if you know this. I've become the guy who only orders the Pale Moon beer because it comes with also a little orange wedge.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's becoming this all-consuming part of my identity.
I never had you
But
pegged for a beer snob, but I guess you
oranges
could
are
get there
incredibly
sometime.
important. Yeah, absolutely. So, I've been cutting back on. Whenever I think to myself, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna be healthier, I'm gonna diet, or I'm gonna learn another language, whatever lies people tell themselves. Really, the only one that pops into my head is I'm going to drink more water. That's like the only thing I ever say to myself,
That's
and then I
it.
never bother to do it. I can't even. It's too much, man. It's too much. Like if
Yeah.
I go to the refrigerator and there's not like some cold soda, I don't know what to do. I just drive up and buy more soda, and
I
then
saw.
like buy an 8 pound bag of ice because I never seem to have enough ice for my soda.
I saw a great one of those image macros where they got the picture and the words over it. And it was a big fat lady, and she was sitting next to her refrigerator, which was right next to her bed. And she opened up her refrigerator, and the whole thing was top to bottom with soda, just 12 packs and 12 packs. Then the whole inside the door was 2 liter, 2 liter, 2 liter, 2 liter, 2 liter. And the macro
Nice.
said, "This is where I keep my jeans."
That's right. That's exactly it.
So it always makes me laugh. I hear about people. I see people, guzzle. They'll bring a whole 2 liter to the Kotai, or I'll take a road trip with them, and they'll bring three or four 2 liters. And I get having a Coke every now and then, popping a can and doing that. But this idea that like I'm gonna supplant all of my liquid intake for my entire life with flavored sugar water.
But
This is the idea for me.
must you alienate all of our listener base and myself? Must you be so cruel, sir? What else am I gonna drink? Milk? Come on.
Milk. How about water? You can drink more water.
I can't. Just the stuff that comes out of the tap. That's not healthy. It's been touched by the government.
There's fluoride in it. I actually,
That's it.
so as we're recording this video, I just finished my vegetable juice. I have a juicer. I did spinach,
And you make fun of people carrying
kale.
around those. You make fun of those people carrying around their soda. What about those idiots at the gym that carry around the big gallons of water?
Do they do that? They carry around big protein shakes. Got to get your mass, dude. Got to get your
I
gains.
know. Come on, I haven't been to the gym. How would I know?
You were gonna join a box. Whatever happened with that?
I realized it was an insane thing to do.
I was really rooting for you. I thought you were gonna get your life in track. You were gonna get those man boobs and just get rid of them. But no,
No, not gonna happen. I do have a cool bicycle.
you do have a cool bike. It doesn't even see. You think you can get some exercise on that bicycle, but no, it's an electric bicycle. It's portable.
That's right, and collapsible. It's a cool bicycle.
All right. Well, next Gen Con, we're gonna rent a tandem, and you and me can ride around in style.
I'm gonna
You can
use
get some
that bike
exercise.
share. No, we'll use the bike share program and like bicycle places. We'll bicycle to our my CrossFit gym.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Well, that's so like none of this is going to happen. We have nowhere to bicycle to.
That's it.
The whole idea is a fraud.
I have switched the big bags of potato chips I buy to the ones that have 10% less fat, and I checked, and instead of 160 calories per 1 ounce, it's only 130 calories per 1 ounce. So I
There
mean,
you
I'm
go.
making changes, man. I'm
You are
making
making.
changes.
You got to start with that man in the mirror. Oh yeah,
That's right.
he's
That's
gonna
right.
change his
Exactly.
ways.
So
So we have something special planned today.
we do.
We are going to play Big Deck.
It is the format that features the largest of the decks.
We like where standards at. Strict is growing on Paul mostly, and I'm coming along too. But every now and then you gotta mix it up a little bit, yeah.
Well, and after, so we're in after Worlds here, this is the last sort of big event. And Spider, I guess, made it to second place, so woohoo. But Strict is an undeveloped format. We don't quite know what's happening with Ivory 2 and what the strongholds will be. There's going to be some new strongholds posted pretty soon. Um, but Arc is also, as much as we sort of enjoy it, it's kind of a lame duck format. It's just a weird time for the game right now. My next big tournament is the Topaz thing. It's all draft. So this is a good time for us to delve into the eternal formats of L5R. And we love L5R. We love playing L5R, and we love building these old decks with these monstrous cards that do these insane things. So I'm all over it. I love big deck.
Yeah, and it's a great card building exercise. Going back and
Absolutely.
looking because you think of all the greatest hits in L5R and you come up mostly with a bunch of Lotus and a bunch of Emperor cards, but once you're done doing that, you've got like 60 more cards to figure out.
Right, and contextually, Big Deck's really interesting because so much of L5R is there's one really powerful personality who's a unique or a non-unique, and your deck starts to like get geared around him, right? I mean, I once built a Shadow Dragon deck that ended up being errated and changed a little bit because it was just Shadow Dragon experience too, and in a 40 card deck, the way you cycle and you could build these decks in this way. Big Deck presents different deck building challenges, and it's interesting and it's fun, and you get to really jump into a card pool. And it turns out, is Call Out Master a game breaking card? Yeah, I mean it is, but there's a lot different when there's 1 in 100 than 3 in 30, which is what I
Absolutely.
used to play many years ago. Those are the times, man. Let me tell you.
Those were the days. So I love Big Deck. I don't feel like I get to play it enough. We had paper Big Decks last year when I was in America, but it sort of fell by the wayside, I think, largely because it's a pain, shuffling and getting the
Card
cards, making the proxies
acquisition,
all in.
yeah.
Yeah, it turns out getting old L5R cards is not a easy
It's
task.
not easy, and you don't want to spend money on it because they're not really like the market's very saturated in this weird way where it's not saturated, but then you end up paying a lot of money for like an old rare, and it's just like you feel really bad about it because you're only ever going to play in 1 or 2 big deck tournaments a year, and it's hard to get the list narrowed down. I will say that I generally prefer playing L5R in person. I'm not the biggest advocate of Untap. I came around it very late, very slowly. But big deck on Untap is a delight. I mean, I can build multiple big decks and multiple different strategies and test out cards and eliminate cards and put and that's really cool.
Yeah, I agree. No shuffling and the ability to look through the card pool and just see what you're trying to do to make
Yep.
changes on the fly. It's good. It's a good
There's a re-
program,
there's a
especially.
reason Hearthstone is so popular, and I'll take this over Hearthstone every day.
So I'm jamming just a big Oni attack, no sauce. I thought about putting
The
together.
box is kind of saucy.
Yeah, so the box this is the KYD box, the Imperial Palace of Fulang. I think a lot of players may never have seen this box before. It was never legal for any formats.
Yep.
It's the so KYD for the Thousand Years of Darkness was the promo set in between Gold and Diamond,
Yep.
and it was an alternate reality in which Fu Lang wins, and he is now emperor. So this is Fu Lang's imperial capital. I get to go first all the time. You can't mess with my guys with political actions. Uh, yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It's a really good stronghold. It was a fun stronghold. They got away from the like splitting the buggedness of those promotional sets for Test of Enlightenment and Dawn of the Empire and Test of the Jade Championship, Test of Emerald and Jade Championships, but they came back to it a little bit with coils, right? We saw coils feature cards that didn't all get pushed into Ivory. So, I mean, I thought this was the first one. And I don't want to say it was the best one, but it was my favorite one because it was a whole different universe. And the story it told was a really cool story. And it didn't feature paragraphs featuring like proofread typos or whatever it was that happened in Test of
That
Enlightenment.
was really embarrassing.
Um, and you got to have some really cool cards and just say like we don't want these cards messing with our design goals, but we want these cool fun things to happen. And I think you see that with the Siege Heart of Darkness, and you saw Yeah, and you see it with Siege Heart of Darkness some, and I really like it when they do that kind of stuff. I enjoy it. I wish War of Honor had had more of it. I think I might have played more War of Honor if it didn't feel like just a weird way of trying to play normal L5R.
Absolutely. And KYD, because it took all of everybody's favorite characters from the early game, you ended up with like Kachiko, the Bride of Fulang, and
Yep.
Hutori the Heartless, and
I like that was the first one that had the Shiba Tsukimi, the non-unique Phoenix champion in multiple copies. Even though he's experienced, he wasn't unique. And he's still a clan champ, which we now see currently replicated in Ivory with the blind Tsukimi. I mean, there was some really cool stuff happening in KYD.
absolutely.
Cool stuff.
And but then we saw that again in Dawn of the Empire, and the Kami cards are totally cool.
Yep, yep.
They
I
just
forgot about those. Were those the only Dawn cards that didn't get pushed into legality with the eight Kami themselves?
Yeah, the like Shinsi, the Kami, Kante Genji, and a few others.
Yep.
But they just
And those are
decided
pretty
like
cool.
let's print some totally pushed, busted cards because these are the most powerful beings to ever have existed in the fiction,
Yep,
and
I agree. That
play
was
with
a
them.
really cool thing to do and never got to be overly played with or overly broken, except now, I guess, in Big Deck. And I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, but they give you these nice big grenades to lob, which I think L5R
Yep,
needs more of in general.
yep. We've talked about this in other videos, and I'm sure we'll talk about it again. So you've got just Imperial Palace, Shadowlands, Big Oni. That's your shtick. You're a Tomo Sensei because of gold pooling, I assume.
It gets a little bit better with gold pooling, so I can buy a holding and then pool the excess gold off to buy a personality, so it's a little less bad. My hope here, I'm just trying it out. I've actually not tested Yoritomo Sensei yet, so we're all gonna test this together. But it gives you some potential for some pretty cool opening starts. All your 2 for 2s turn into 1 for 2s, and cards like Productive Mind become more Obsidian Minds.
Yep. We should, we don't want to give too much behind the curtain, but yeah, we're huge L5R enthusiasts, but we don't play a lot of recreational big deck. This is something we wanted to do, so we're doing it and we're videoing it, but these are not the most finely tuned decks that we have.
Absolutely no.
Um, on
Um,
my end, I'm doing a little bit of a trick. I'm taking this new sensei, and this is how long I've been playing L5R. When I saw this crab specific sensei, and I saw it with the other one too that worked with the followers, but I saw this sensei, and I'm like, well, no traits or abilities. That removes the drawback on Yasuki Palaces. And then this one gives me an extra gold. So I was like, well, so now my stronghold makes 6 gold for everything I want it to make 6 gold for guys, followers, actions, whatever. Plus the border keep. The idea is that, very few people get to make 8 gold on turn one. Let's see what I can do with it.
yeah, it makes my 5 over here look pretty sad.
Yep. Well, and I mean, this is going to be an L5R deck as I remember L5R. In my heart of hearts, L5R is guy on one, attack on two, and that's what I'm going for here.
All right, so I'm playing Bicentennial Oni, hope for the best. So let's see how these match up.
That's not a bad plan.
Hopefully
Maybe
non.
I should be using the experienced Yasuki Palaces. Somebody write me. What is it better to have two families starting honor, or better to have two problem strength? I do not know the answer. I guess I chose the two honor because I want to go first against Unicorn. Well, so far so good.
Yeah, these are cards. We're gonna put these two down. We get 2 cycles in big deck because we're not using our
Right, you get to
mulligan.
use your border keep. Look at mine, which has the proper text on MRP. He's being lazy and using the MRP'd one, which is what you do.
Well, I'm using what Untap gives me. I don't know about your fancy smancy.
I'm also using, in fact, what do you think? I've miniaturized myself. Ah, evil feeds. Well, he's actually put to a test here. How good is destroying my province
Oh, it's
versus him
good.
digging
The
gold.
province
Oh,
is
it's good.
going. Um,
Very sporty of you, sir. The old first turn evil feeds. Yeah.
Out of Shadowlands, of course. This is the classic play everybody knows. So I'm gonna play Peace. I'm gonna look for a Pillar of Flesh.
I have already started my turn. I'm so like despondent and just sad that I just felt like I have to do something here.
So
So
you
I'm starting
put
my
that
turn.
OP pillar
Two, those are free.
because that's efficient. Then I get 2 free holdings. So yeah, Legend of the Five Rings. It is a game with cards.
Well, and this is what we enjoy about it, but it's also the pitfall of big deck. Sometimes you just get blown out. So I'm gonna put down
We can actually
the
play Shadow Dragon
Stonebreaker
next turn.
and this face down card. Get my first flip. I'm keeping my free holdings. It's just a small farm there, but whatever. Small farm is a fine card. I do need to get something into play here, especially since I'm going to start losing a province. Golden Sun Plains probably not going to make it through the second flip, and the tea house. So I gotta really just suck it up here. I want to keep my free holdings and just do another two, but it's really important that I get a guy out. So I'm summoning some self control and putting all four of these things down. It's not where you want to be, but I do have a low market, so that's like a free holding too. Let's see what we get. I need a guy. It's critically important I get one. Okay, and so there you go. Now I wish I had kept some things, but say la vie. Okay, corrupt copper mine. So I have 6 and 2 is 8. Buys Berserker guy. He's not a samurai, so I don't have to deal with any of that. Gain 1. And then I get this Everwinter Cops. Cops? Not Cops is a
Yeah,
weird word to say.
cups.
And Corrupt Iron Mine. I lose 1 back down to 5. And flushes the forest. And it's all you, good sir. Interesting note is province strength is only 6. That's pretty low. Not as low as my 5. But
Could be worse. Alright.
okay, it blows up my rightmost province.
Yep.
I don't want that
And
province anyway.
3, 5, 11, 12, 13. We have exactly 15 gold. So
Shadow Dragon turn 2. That's that sounds like good times.
the Shadow Dragon. We're gonna flush Nakatoke. I don't think he's where we want to be right now. And draw a card.
Well, I selected to use Bamboo Harvester Basic because I thought big deck games you might be a little bit quicker, that I might want it right away. Definitely being rewarded for that decision here. Let's see where we get to. Okay. Well, I have some manner of cards that are good and some cards that are bad. I didn't flip anything. Well, that's just super disappointing. I run 62 people. I don't know if 62 people, like that feels like a good percentage, but it might not be enough. I don't know enough about big deck. Okay, I like this card. I like this card. I like that card. I like this card. So I'm gonna use the border keep, the put down 1 border keep. That's uncommon, but it's the weak card, and I want to try to strengthen my position as much as I can. Okay, I like it.
Is that what you want to see from your opponent? Putting 1 card down.
Uh, I have a bow effect, which does not do me any good against the Shadow Dragon. Well, I'm going to use the Inheritance in concert with the low market to attach this Ronin Brotherhood. Did you really keep that Nexus there?
Yeah, I really kept that Nexus there.
Okay.
Okay.
And oops, I just refilled 2 provinces. If only. And let's get in there. Let's go at the middle face down.
This is an interesting attack from him.
He's got cavalry, so I can't really defend against him. So if I'm not attacking, I'm not defending. I got to be attacking.
Yep. So Shadow Dragon defends.
All right, let's do that battle first. No engage.
Okay. Oh, you guys unique. I get the joke now.
Yeah, I'm not attacking with a non-unique guy into the Shadow Dragon. Give me a little credit here, buddy.
Sure, sure. I think I got no defense then.
Okay.
Yep, let's just let it
I
go.
I find this not exciting, but acceptable. And, I get to buy my 2 holdings. I do have my hot springs that may or may not come up. And I get 2 more. And I'm putting a lot of pressure on these 2 cards here to sort of hold the fort this turn and maybe let me get to a point of parity. It's tough starting out with less provinces, but what can you do?
Alright, that's
And
a
he
full
flipped
gold.
gold, so now of course, you kept holding, so that's probably more in line with what you wanted.
I thought, yeah, just one more turn. So all my holdings are reduced by 1. So we'll make 2. We have
And your
4
box makes
gold.
1 less, which has no impact on you at all, so that's a good, trollolololo.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I guess it would still
I
make
think it
1
does,
less.
yeah, for
Strong.
people. But the idea is like you start to buy a holding, pulling 1 gold from the box into it, and then you buy something else, and then you can funnel the 2. So you kind of like beat the sensei.
Cool. Well, we're not going to worry about it now, but we should figure it out because you might not have had enough gold for your Shadow Dragon then.
Oh, good point. A turn too late, but good point. I attach a Chagatai armor to the Shadow Dragon.
I really hope you're enjoying yourself right now.
I am very much enjoying myself, thank you. And I'm going to swing at the low market.
Well, shockingly, I cannot use my cards to get through a Shadow Dragon with a Chagatai armor. So, low market is yours, good sir.
So the armor bows, and we'll drop 4, 5. Now, can the gold pooled from the Imperial Palace go on to other holdings?
Sure.
Okay. So let's me buy a Nexus and a Bastion.
If that answer turns out to be wrong, don't send me an email. It's just I didn't care, so I'm just rolling with it.
I don't know, I don't understand or claim to understand how any of the
Yep.
pooling and the gold memory works.
All right, so I flip a dude and a blessings. I'll use blessings and target something.
Okie dokie.
Nothing happens right away, but doesn't really matter. It'll come out eventually. Um,
I'm gonna pass a bunch.
I attack the middle with my dude, back and forth and back and forth. His armor is barred now, so I mean these 2 cards are turned on.
10 to 11. So, I don't feel any need to do this. I'll just pass.
Yeah, that's perfectly fair. And there we go.
Not very. I was really hoping for some more back and forth, to be honest. But
You bought the Shadow Dragon on turn 2. You were not. You stop right now. You were not at all hoping for some back and forth.
well, my hand's not really built for it either.
You don't. You don't go. The Shadow Dragon guy who can never be bowed, in concert with the Chagatai's armor, is not a back and forth sort of thing. Like it's just not, man. You stop all that nonsense.
Uh, just let me have it, man. Just let me have it.
No, I don't think I will.
Well, so I'm getting punished for holding that gold, but I have things to spend it on, so. Here's 10. I'm going to call out Assassin your Riku.
I guess I'll die.
And then I will attack a province.
Whoa, Tonto. Whoa, Nelly.
Okay. I wait patiently.
So. I will activate my stronghold, targeting your border keep. My sensei.
Uh, You've been taking notes from your friends. I pass.
Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I will attach this bow of ritual blessing.
Bow of ritual rub-ins.
I can use it to bow your guy.
That's why it's the bow of ritual rub-ins. It's good times. I pass.
Pass.
Attack a province.
No defense.
Pass.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with that.
I am
Blitz.
gonna retribution.
Ooh. I'm gonna slow the act down.
And go at the famous bazaar.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I don't think I can afford my bow. Let me back up. Because I don't have this token yet. I only have 7 gold. Okay, well this goes back in my hand. But I still retribution. None of that changes.
Okay.
I catch my overpaying mistakes.
Well, man.
So I'm 7 force to your 6 province strength.
Well, the Shadow Dragon defends.
I will take an engage action.
Okay.
I will play gathering.
I will stop and read this card.
This is the new sneak attack from Siege of Darkness. So I create a 2/2 Naga dude.
Okay.
Thanks, Siege of Darkness. 2/2 Naga dude. Okay.
I should be playing that card too. That's sweet.
And then for my action, I will play Settling the Homeless, targeting the Shadow Dragon.
This sends me home. Okay. I pass.
Cool. So I managed to take another province off my ret, so I've evened things back up. I'm still in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, we're all. I mean, I'm gripping and grinning over here too. Flip.
But you know, with a good flip, you know, maybe I can crawl back out of it. 8, 13. I'm just 1 or 2 good cards or actions away. That was so profoundly not what I needed. Well, I mean, I just have to drop down and hope that life gets better for me. I can't. If I attack N, he takes my guy. Nothing good happens there. It doesn't get much better for me, but let's see what we draw. It's a perfectly annoying card to have drawn.
Alright. Well, more holdings. Luckily, I've got the Shadow Dragon, so I don't need anything more. We're going to put some cards down here. 1, 2, 3. This is using my border keep. Alright, let's play Legend of the Five Rings. I'm going to Test of Honor your Fumiyaki.
Well, he's a 0, so I mean, I like your chances. Let's just play this card.
Horde
You
decks
hit
can't
the
usually
ancestral
play.
sword. Okay, dead.
Horde decks can't usually play that, but Foop, the Palace is worded strangely. Your personalities can't do political actions, but I can, so.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the end of that game. My last card was the hilarious Ring of the Void, which I used to be able to cycle, but can no longer.
They really. Ring of the Void, man. They just keep beating it around.
Yep, so, you know.
Bonus round? That was pretty. Well, I openly
Yeah,
cheated.
I mean, I'll do a bonus round. In addition to cheating, you had Evil Feeds on 1 and 2 Shadow Dragon on turn 2, and you went first. I mean, that's
That's not.
I wish I could provide some dazzling commentary, but that's pretty good. It's just like
It's,
you did things more powerful than I did.
so, so for the viewers at home, our advice is cheat. Go first and flip your events in a meaningful order, in an order that demolishes your opponent. That's the key to winning. This is your Enough Talk L5R pro tip of the day.
And so that is both. I mean, those swings represent sort of what's fun about Big Deck, and but what also sort of drew. There's a reason nobody plays Legacy L5R just as normal Legacy L5R. Hey, speaking of let's blowing up events, that one costs you.
So I'm resolving that. I'll blow up.
Which one do you?
I'll blow up. One of the ones in the middle. I don't want an outside one.
Please use your targeting function.
That one.
Okay, blown up.
All right, now I've got 3, so I can buy all this. This is 3, 5,
Also, two
7.
free holdings on third one. That wasn't so bad either.
I don't think I've flexed
Peace
anything
into
here. Really.
Peace into corrupt pillar. Man, you rolled me. Like your draw was insane. What do you?
I'm just, if, go ahead.
Okay, let's see what we get here. Well, free holding, but again, we have to get a guy or get a guy kind of deck. I'll leave the one free holding for now. It's the best free holding. Makes 2 gold. Doesn't have an honor hit. It's right where you want to be in terms of free gold. But
Yeah, 0 for 2, not just a 0 for 1 like we usually get.
and more gold, and hey, it's a guy. Now he is a samurai, so he's 7. But that's fine. So I will keep him. I will put this abundant farmlands down. Well, yeah, I want to put the abundant farmland. I would just have fish for something better.
This card has so many words on it. But it's awesome.
Okay, and that is better. So he's 8, which, would cost me all my gold, but I'm okay with that. Not interplay if you're so you lose the honor first, right? That's how that works?
I assume. Let's go with yes. More things people can badger us about if we're wrong.
That's it. I assume you will not interplay. Actually, I don't think it is how it works. I take it all back. So I buy this guy. I'll lose some honor soon. I'm not worried about it, but I'll just flush that guy. And I get my 3 private. Boy, starting the game on 3 privates is really not fun.
Hey, how do you think I feel over here on 3?
That's it. Well, since you're the one who did this to us, it's probably pretty okay.
Well, we'll see. What's up, Pillar? What's up, Sente? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're short for Sente.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty
Such a
tough.
tough life you have there.
But we can get Nero and hold him and buy the pillar. So that's what we'll do. 5
Yup.
and Nero. So Legend of the Five
Well,
Rings is a collectible card game involving elements of both chance and skill.
hey, I got a Nero too. So I do. I don't have what I need to have to get through a melee 5 attack. I mean, I don't have a sneak attack, a strap up, he shoots my thing. It's pretty tough. And it gives a -5 token. Nero no Oni, really good card. That's why I play him.
He's not so bad.
Though hilariously, this guy costs 7, so I cannot buy both of them, and I'm just gonna sort of get out. I'm just gonna get. So what I can do is look. I can look for something. Let me read all my stuff. Okay, I'll put. It's a really good card, but I want something that's good now. Really good card, but I want something that could now. Really good card, but not against gigantic monsters. Okay. Let's see what we get. So I can attack. So that'll gives me a -5 token. Oh, Emperor Edition. Yeah, I mean, I wanna get in there. So if I do this, then I'll just buy nothing in my dynasty. It's not really where I want to be. Okay, I got a karmic card, so I'm gonna karmic.
Okay. I'm on pass.
So what I'm looking at is these cards in concert and how that might, or yeah, I could just wait for this. I think I'm on a waiting plan. I don't want to be there, but it's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna buy this here, forest, and then he's after you want to duel. I'll just get my own Nero out here. Start losing some of that honor. Go down to 2. And that's not how we wrote the deck up. That's not how we envisioned our games being played. But, sometimes your opponent drops you to 3 provinces and has a really good defender, and you can't just do everything you want to do.
You're a little salty.
I'm not salty at all. I'm trying to provide. It's just that's really the only commentary I can make on the board situations. I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Alright, so Yoritomo Sensei is coming through for us here. So this is 3-6.
12, 14, 16. You still have your border keep hidden, right?
Yeah.
So
this
I don't
is
think can you get Guy and gold? I guess that's the question. 12, I doubt it.
16 for Sente.
So you need
and then
20
3.
total. So
Yeah, no, I'm a gold shy.
3,
If I could
6.
use.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm a gold shy. So I lied, I'm not. But we got a geisha house, it's free. We could strap up and try to take one this turn, but that seems too greedy. Plus too hopeful. So we're just gonna buy Sente. I mean, I don't know. There's not even any discussion. Can I not bow this? No, because of how my Sensei works. Actually, you know what I can do? I can buy the geisha house first, floating 3 gold to pay for it, and then float the gold over to Sente. Right?
That absolutely.
So that lets me keep my Fulang's Tomb up. The Hidden Heart can go away.
I don't know how the floating works. That's something we'll have to learn. And remember, it's only 2 gold you float.
You can only float, so you can't float at any time. You have to be in
2,
response
4,
to something.
10, yeah.
But
it only floats 2 gold, so I'm missing something. Because your box only makes 2.
No, it makes 3. It only makes
No, it's
2
reduced
for
by 1.
personalities.
Okay. Sure.
Alright, so you're up.
The well-tended farm. First wedding. Well, that's a card that I like. Which of these will I discard? This used to be a 4, but I will discard this Bow of Ritual Blessings. We saw that card to draw 3 cards.
I love that card.
Well, he's got our number pretty good here. Nero is like quadruple checked between Sente and the Fulang's Tomb. Oh, so ideally, I will be able to leverage some of these cards I just drew to take a province sort of sneaky style. But I don't know if that's even realistic. And I can buy Manuku. I mean, I'm sort of stuck in this just keep buying things and 2, 4, 6, 8. Just keep buying things and lose the game. His personalities are just bigger than my personalities. I don't have a profitable attack, nor a profitable defense. I mean, I think I just scoop. I don't see any. I don't know what scenario of actions could occur that I win this game.
I don't know. Those are the classic 9 cards in hand. No battles fought, scoop, feels. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, but I mean, I've got one guy to attack with. So how is 9 cards in hand versus a Nero and Sente? Like I don't. Yeah, I mean, I will continue to be a good sport and let you punch me in the face. So I will go down and buy these things. I assume if you like to my Shadowlands guy. And I lose 5 honor to next day. And I will discard some cards. Here is a arrogance and strength of the crab.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna planted Nero.
Sure. Losing a very impressive 15 honor.
It's true. And then yeah, I guess I get in there. I'll Fulang's Tomb, Manuku no Oni.
Really? You guess? I mean, you're sure with your 21 force and, repeatable kill effect and melee 5, you're sure you're comfortable here with this attack?
Well, Nero can't come. He's got to stay back to defend. You know how it
Oh, of
is.
course. Yes, of course he has to stay back to defend. Oh, yes,
So
absolutely.
Sentei's gonna go up the middle.
Because the guy who makes the ranged 5s might not cut it. I don't, no defense.
I pass.
I do have a refugees.
Refugees gets me just fine. Am I gonna? Yeah, okay. I go home. I was like, saying, well, what about the next refugee? Oh, right, it's big deck. Then drop down. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have to. Sure. I just buy Rakai. I think Akuma's wrong here. Flush the rest. And go ahead.
Well, I'm definitely thinking about a completely different deck. So we're definitely seeing a difference in sort of the size of his personality. Crab have big, valuable personalities. There's like 18 Kuans, a couple of Kasadas you could be playing. I think that the concept of Stronghold with Sensei to make a bunch of gold on turn 1 is solid, but I think I should just be using it to try to go buy, productive mine and something else, and then 16 gold on turn 2. and just try to match with my own large person because I'm just getting so outclassed that it's not really even a contest. Okay, so 8 and things. Gain an honor. What is this? Forward camp. That's a fun card. Okay, his tomb is bowed, so I'm trying to see if there's a way I can get in there. Not a good way, but there's maybe a way. Yep, so I will go ahead and gain an honor. Haha. Backup victory condition initiated.
Just 42 more turns, you're there.
That's right. And then it's your action.
I'm on pass.
So I'm going to go with attack, no assignment.
Okay. I will. So if I defend 2, Rakai can't really shoot Minuki. Do I have anything? Nothing. So I mean, I can put Nero at the middle, and then no assignments on Rakai. She's Cav, so maybe she can move in or something.
I'm not going to have any engagements either if you want to do your calf stuff first.
No, I pass through.
Okay, so I'm going to use Tireless Assault. Now, this used to be, I don't know, there's a rules question, right? So I don't know if they've gone and like backdated cards to give them absent or not. You used to be able to like move a guy in this way, right? Like there's a play you used to be
Yeah.
able to make.
We can just play
I'm
it as
assuming
intended.
I'm assuming I still can. So I tireless assaulted my Shadowlands guy to a
Sure. At an undefended province, I assume.
correct.
So I pass.
And since the end of my last turn, I have had my Nero no Oni die. I will bring him back with Ancient Battlefield.
Yep. So pass.
Hey, I got a guy back. And I took a province. Oh, I'm so excited. Still in lots of trouble, but, you know, fighting back and forth, that's what you gotta do. I will buy one of these holdings, buy Muketsu's a bunch of honor, straighten some nonsense. Let's just get the heat advisor. I don't think I care. And I go to next 6. It's gonna become a concern, but I'm not concerned yet.
Someday. Okay, so I got a free
Little trouble in that I
stat.
don't have any Crab Clan personalities in play. That's maybe a bit of an oversight. Inheritance, he's now extra wealthy.
I'm gonna play.
Is that Guitar Man? Did you get Guitar Man? No.
Yep, he's smashing his guitar.
That's it. He's
So
awesome.
inheritance just happens. I put out Allegiance to the Dark Lord here. I have to decide. I don't want to do that. I can take the favor. I think 6.
6 and
17,
6, 18,
23.
23 to your 25.
Yeah,
You have 25.
I have 25. So I could
Oh, of
lobby
course you can.
straighten. I just forget this is wind or stronghold, so I can do it on both turns. Yeah, so I'll lobby. And then file my box straighten. And then declare attack.
You should tomb my Horde guy, I assume.
Yeah, I should tomb your Horde guy. I should attach my Porcelain Mask of Fulang here too. To
Which one? Basic? Ah, what a treat.
So it's a lot of
Plus,
words, but it just gives me
yeah,
+4/+4.
yeah, and it ticks down at the start of his turn. And in 4 turns, the guy will die, though it's likely the game will be well over by then.
Indeed.
Okay.
So Sente goes, and that's it, up the middle.
That's a little. Oh, he's got cavalry on the other chick. I'm looking at my hand. I don't. I mean, these are all fine cards, but one guy on Senta, I mean, he's just too big. I don't have enough to do there. So no defense. I mean, I could, I guess I can pointlessly defend a different province, but it's pointless, so I don't waste my time.
Sure, so resolve Sente.
Dead.
Let's resolve another one. I'll Kevin Rakai.
Also dead.
And then I need just a bit more gold for Fumiaki. Draw and go.
If only I had some blood tokens.
If only.
Okay, I flip a Chuda thing. Who cares? I don't. I pass.
I'm going to Fulang's Tomb your. How about Minuki?
Okay. I will attach a card. This has also a bunch of text. Apparently, like cards with obsidian in them get a lot of text. I get to blow something up. You add up all the stats and you blow something up. So 6 and 3 is 9. My guy is 5 and 4, and 2 is 11. So blow stuff up.
Yep. I'm going to Fumiaki targeting Nero, so he can't use his battle ability there.
Might have been a minor sequencing error here, but that's okay. And 2, 4. I will gain an honor.
Then I'll bow my win to straighten Sente.
Okay. I will, can I scoop yet? Have you had sufficient fun?
Fine, if that's really where we're at.
I don't. Your deck just crushes me. Like I can't. I'm not matching up against you in any meaningful way here.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
I don't. I mean, I'm not. You take the first province. You take the second province. I don't have big enough personalities to come back. Like, I'm just. It's just a really bad matchup. I can't. I got nothing.
okay. I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to just build a military. This is like a 91 battle action military deck. I thought we'd like match up and sling some actions, L5R style.
Your. I mean, I don't. I'm willing to accept I'm playing it somehow incorrectly, but I mean, you're just. I I mean, you're just bigger than me, and you have more actions, and apparently better fate cards. I mean, I don't know, man. At no point in any of these games did I feel like it was even close. Did you at any point feel like it was even close?
There was like one turn in this game when I was worried I could have pulled away from it.
I mean, I wasn't able to take a province. I've never been able to take. I built the deck to try to take a province on turn 2, and I've never been able to do that. And you take a province from me without having to even attack, and I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to beat that.
Is that a
Uh,
failure of deck construction? Were you just not going off on one? So we played a couple games before
I
with this
couldn't get
deck.
through. I couldn't get through Neru. I didn't think I'd be attacking into Centeno Oni and Shadow Dragons. Like I didn't.
Sure, fair
Like I
enough.
didn't think. You get gold, I get Guy, you get Shadow Dragon or Sente, and blow up one of my provinces. Like I didn't think that that's what. Like I didn't think that would be the nature of the games. I guess I didn't appreciate how big and powerful personalities are going to be, and how quickly they're going to get them into play. I mean, I gotta scrap the deck. Like, I don't think that. I mean, we could play some more. We could do a third or fourth game, but I mean, it just seems. I mean, some of it's innocuous, like Fulang's Tomb. and Allegiance were really tough. But I mean, no, I'm getting outclassed on quality of personality, and I don't know what I don't even know what fate cards I could put into the deck that would have gotten me there. I drew a Kolat Assassin here at the end, and it was too late. Like, it was just too little, too late.
Sure.
Like, even if I get rid of the Sente, just the tomb keeping me down. You can buy out like 2 to 1. I'm only running 5 anti-event cards, but I'm not sure there are any more. Like, I could put a Void Fate in. Like, the events were just killing me,
It's really
and
that bad. I mean, Desperate
events are
Measures, we're
very
both playing off of 5.
right. But yeah, so I mean that's true. So I mean
Or off of 3, I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. I don't have any commentary right now because I'm just sitting here losing these games really badly.
Alright. So next big deck video, you can roll me with the Governor's Palace deck.
I guess. I mean, I'm not trying to be salty. I'm not trying to get, but it's like sometimes you lose games and you just lose, and that happens, and you don't want to let an individual loss, completely shift your view of things. But I learned a lot. I learned that what I was trying to do was not powerful enough. And sometimes that's a lesson. Sometimes you build your Spider Honor deck and it doesn't match up. It's a really wimpy deck and you take it in the face and then you have to move on to something else. And so this idea did not at all work, and now I know that, and I have to sort of move on to something else.
Cool. Okay. Um, I guess that qualifies as a final thought.
Yep. I really don't have much to say about it. Hope your opponent doesn't get the Shadow Jacket and said that. I don't even think that's true though, because I think those are big force personalities, but I should in theory have ways to interact with them, and I just didn't.
Sure. I mean, I'll have to go back. When I go back and watch the video, see what's in your hand. It'll make more sense to me.
There's no I can show you my hand. There's literally nothing of value here.
Okay. Well,
Uh
guys,
Ring
that's
of
enough talk, I
Water.
think.
So,
Questions, comments, concerns, insults, compliments. Any big deck experts? Let us know what we're getting wrong with the rules, and also let us know better deck lists for different archetypes. We'll play them. We'll have fun. Until next time, I'm Jesse. That's Paul. We'll catch you guys later.